All right, guys, we are live. So, welcome everybody for this stream on the latest news of crypto and Web3. I'm Julian, and on Eat the Blogs, I help you to become a Web3 expert. So, let me know if there is anybody connected to the chat. So, we are going to start first. So we have somebody from Korea here, Meet Kumbani. Who else is here? Say hi in the chat. So we're gonna start by talking of the market. So this week, on the market was good. Bitcoin plus 8%, Ethereum plus 3%. So that was pretty good. And the token that rise the most is Aptos in the top 100 plus 66%. So pretty good week for crypto tokens, but not as good as the week before, but still. So that was a good week. However, in 2023, there will be some selling pressure for some tokens. So actually, there will be $103 billion of token that will be unlocked. And so these are tokens that belong to VCs. So finally, they will be able to sell their tokens, and usually they sell them right away. So the biggest project impacted by this token unlocked are XRP, Filecoin, and the coin of Optimism. But there are many others. So when we take into consideration all these elements, I actually don't see the crypto market doing really well in the next few months, because we have high interest rates, we have the incoming recession, we have this bear pressure for all these tokens that are unlocked, and we also have a lot of tech layoffs. So I really don't believe in the current crypto rally. I really think this is a bull trap. So I mean, if you just do DCA, you can just do DCA. But other than that, I'm not planning to especially load my bag a lot at this moment. All right, so let's move on. And so another important news this week is about the withdrawal of the stake Ether. So in a couple of weeks, we were supposed to have this big upgrade, a couple of months, on Ethereum, where we'll be able to withdraw the stake Ether, but some Ethereum developers are considering to delay this withdrawal. And that's really for an obscure reason. It's because apparently some of the withdrawal code introduced some changes that were initially scheduled for later this year. So in software development, when we do a new release, a new update, we like to have everything well organized, and all the features that in a specific release, they need to make sense and be coherent. So apparently it's going to introduce some changes that were scheduled for later, and so they don't want to do this. So I get the point of these developers, but I think they're really they're just concerned about a little detail. But for this specific feature, the withdrawal of Ether, it's super important. If they delayed once again, it's gonna cause a lot of feud on the market. So I really hope that they don't do this. This is completely unnecessary. Right now Ether is doing well, so I really hope nothing's going to derail the momentum. So this week we hit a very important milestone for Ethereum 2.0, because we had more than 500,000 Ethereum validators that are online. So that's really huge. And ultimately, Vitalik Buterin said that he expects that we could potentially reach 1 million validators. So that really show you how Ethereum is just so far ahead of all the other blockchain. Like, I think the next biggest number of nodes is probably Bitcoin with 10,000, something like this. So Ethereum is just way more decentralized than any other blockchain. All right, so After that, another big news of last week was the crypto trading firm Genesis filed for bankruptcy. So they owe between $1 to $10 billion. So there's a lot of money that will be lost here. And so this is a pretty big deal because Genesis is one of the biggest player in the crypto markets. So when you have a bankruptcy, in general, assets that are recovered are sold for some hard cash. They don't just recover the asset and keep them and sell them. So it's going to be very bearish for the crypto markets. And the question that everybody wonders with this bankruptcy is DCG, the parent company, is DCG next really? Because we started to have some trouble for a couple of DCG company. So I hope that it's not going to be the case because DCG is an even bigger deal than Genesis. But yeah, that was the latest really bad news of the week. Then we also have some bad news coming from Binance. So what happened is that the banking partners of Binance decided to ban the transfer that are below $100,000. And as actually, this ban is really weird. It's basically they're saying, oh, like basically, you can do shady stuff, but only if you're rich. If you're poor, we won't let you do anything shady. I mean, it's kind of what they're saying. So super strange rule, but anyway, this banking partner decided to do this, and so this ban is going to impact sending money, but also the withdrawal from Binance, and that sucks because if you make money with crypto and you cannot use your gains in real life, it's not good. So in the future, perhaps when we can buy enough stuff with crypto, we don't need to go back to fiat, but that's not the case. So Binance is a really big company, so I do believe that they will find some other options. But yeah, that was quite scary. Then last week we had this so-called Crypto Enforcement Day action that was announced by the Department of Justice in the US. And so crypto Twitter was pretty afraid that it might be against Binance until the Department of Justice finally announced that they were targeting some second-tier Russian exchange that nobody knows, so it's no big deal. But still, it's interesting to realize that in 2022, half of the action of the Department of Justice were against ICO, and there is no doubt that this year, 2023, they will also focus on crypto. All right, and then another bad week, another bad news for the tech industry because there was some layoffs that were announced at Google. So 12,000 people were fired at Google. So that's 6% of the workforce. So if you add to the other tech layoff that we had, so Microsoft layoff, there was 10,000 people. That was 5% of their workforce. Amazon, it was 18,000 people, but Amazon is a really big company, so actually proportionally it's less. But still, we keep hearing layoff upon layoff, so this is not a good dynamic. We probably need to wait at least 6 months before the trend reverse. So that's too bad, but that's just the way it is. Tech is a cyclical sector. Sometimes when things go well, usually we are overhiring. When things don't go well, we are overfiring. And you as a developer, your job is to navigate this and to just keep acquiring new skill, build the audience, just keep progressing. So it's too bad, but you have to keep going. Really, there is no other solution. I would actually say you need even more skills right now because it's becoming more competitive. So it has become more important than ever to upskill yourself. And this is what we do on Eat the Blocks. So now let's see what we have in the questions. Okay, so who do we have in the chat? Ariel Alvarez, Kumbani from India. Ojas, please make a video explaining vote escrow contract of Curve Binance. I guess you mean the governance the governance smart contract of Curve. Yeah, why not? THX, yeah, good to see you. J Lyrics, I am from London, UK. Ogbe from Nigeria. Tebo, hello everyone. Ankit, validators means miners. Yes, that's correct. J Lyrics, I want to start a smart contract on Binance Smart Chain and make a dApp. I'm working on the white paper. Cool. Yeah, you don't, if you're just doing a dApp, you don't need to do a white paper really. A white paper is more like if you're doing a protocol, so a bigger project. I mean, depends what you're doing, but if you're just learning, you don't need to do a white paper. You can just take like a markdown file and just write a few specifications. That's it. We have Patrick Hollywood in the chat. Then we have our Korean friend. I'm sorry, I can't read Korean, so I can't say your name, but I just know it's Korean. Will Ethereum be centralized? No, decentralized. Decentralized. We have 500,000 validators right now. All right. By the way, I am in the process of migrating the websites of Eat the Blocks. So it's possible that you see some 404 if you click on some links. It's normal. We need to wait until the DNS propagation finishes. But soon, I have a free masterclass that I'm going to share with you. And so if you a beginner in Web3, you have to attend this masterclass. But I'm waiting for the migration of the domain name to be over. I'm going to share with you this link next time. All right, guys, so I guess we are done for today. So thanks everybody for coming to this live, and I will see you.